For Tyler?
Yep.
Alright.
Today?
Oh, it's going great. How's your flight?
Oh, good. Yeah, no problems.
No delays.
No.
Smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing, yeah. Pretty easy.
Coming home or?
Yeah, going home.
Nice.
Never ridden in one of these Teslas. Pretty cool.
Do you like Teslas or?
Yeah. Never been in one. But
It's like I get 50-50.
yeah, I'm sure.
Some people love it and some people just hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's hate.
I mean, if you hate it, you hate it. I mean, you don't have to tell me about it, you know. I mean, I bought this car, so I had to live with it. And would you ever interested in buying one in the future?
Me? No, not
No?
really. No interest in buying one. I don't have anything against them though.
Just not your thing, huh?
Nah.
You like the gas?
Well, I spend a lot of time in the mountains.
Oh, okay. Then you need
Need a gas vehicle.
yeah, you need that tough guy.
Yeah.
4-wheel drive.
Yeah, that's what I've got. A big truck.
And I don't hate trucks, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just that I don't know what to do with it, you know.
Yeah, you gotta have the right vehicle for whatever you need.
Yeah, and this is my vehicle for what I do.
Yeah,
So
perfect for.
I would think so.
You find that it ends up being cheaper than paying for gas, paying for the charging.
So I did my research. That 4 months ago I wasn't into the electric thing, but after 4 months of extensive research, the same mileage, the same year, which this is a 2020 with I bought it used, 34,000 miles.
Yeah.
So I think it's still fairly new. If I were to buy, let's say, Nissan Altima or a Honda Acura,
Yeah.
just for comparison, at the same year, same mileage, this will cost a little bit more than both of those cars. But in 5 years, the cost of use.
Yeah, that's key.
Yeah.
maintenance.
So I charge, when I charge, I use the dryer socket. And that gets me about 200 miles in 6 hours of charge.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so pretty much every day I just plug it in and then wake up and then it's done.
Yeah.
I don't have to stop by the gas station at Costco, you know.
What's your electricity bill every month?
So I bought this car like 3 weeks ago,
Okay.
so
I'm not sure yet.
haven't got my big bill, but in a way, if you were to think about the same mileage for paying gas for it, I'll save about 1/4 of the cost.
Okay.
So let's say $50 to fill up a tank of gas. I'll probably spend like $15.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So maybe my bill is probably, well, I've been driving a lot lately, so
Adds up over time, that's for sure.
yeah. So, you know, instead of $50 for a tank of gas, then I'm only paying like $15. So I haven't done the math on that end, but in the end, the cost of use should be cheaper, you know.
And if you're doing exactly what you're doing with it, just driving around town every day. It totally makes sense.
Actually, this car gets better energy use when I drive in downtown.
Oh, really?
Because there's this thing called regenerative braking.
Oh, yeah.
So it's technically, we don't even use the brakes on these cars. When we let off the gas, it'll brake.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And then when I'm at the stop sign, I can just let off the gas completely because it'll just stay still.
Huh.
So I never really need to use the brakes unless, emergencies.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to ask. If there's an emergency, you still have a brake to hit, right?
Yeah. But I sometimes use it once every hour just to get the fluid so it won't be like stale.
Yeah.
So once every hour I'll use the brakes here and there. But I hardly even use the brakes. But I don't want it to get rusted, get stale.
Yeah, you want to keep them fresh.
Yeah, so I'll use it once an hour or so, just to get the moving parts.
Yeah, you see a lot of these on the road now. They're everywhere.
Oh, Tesla's the #1 sold car in the world.
Yeah.
That's my other research.
Crazy.
I think that's the kicker.
Yeah.
Tesla was #1 sold car in the world, and that kind of say I gotta go for it instead of buying a Honda Acura,
Yeah.
which is a nice car, but for what I do, electric's the way to go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, the maintenance, you don't have to know oil changes you're dealing with.
Yeah, I didn't even calculate that in that one 1/4.
That adds up.
Yeah.
$100 every 3,000 miles, 4,000 miles.
And we about gas cars. You always gotta replace the spark plugs every so and so.
All kinds of other maintenance.
Oh shit! This truck is coming in. That truck didn't see me or what? Yeah, he should know better. I mean, that's how he got his CDL license, right?
Yeah, I wonder about some of those guys.
Yeah, he's
Scary.
yeah. Some of those guys, I don't know where they got their license. Probably at Walmart, or something. There's all the professional truck drivers. They kind of got priced out.
Yeah.
Like same thing with food delivery.
Yeah.
There's nothing but migrants delivering food now with no license, no license plates. Because I used to do some food delivery here and there, and every time I go, and they'll just park anywhere, like handicapped spots, because it's not like the law enforcement is going to do much,
Yeah, they're not going to get a ticket, and if they do get one, they're not going to pay it.
They're not going to pay it. Plus, they're not registered. They're not, they don't have a social security. They don't have paperwork. They're here, but they don't have paperwork. So how are you going to write a ticket to somebody who doesn't have a background, paper trail?
Yep. Cause them to get off, whatever.
So they're just here, we just gotta accept it. But the things that they do sometimes is like, dude, at least follow the rule, a little bit of the rules. You don't have to follow all the rules, but
Yeah, don't be an asshole.
Yeah, don't park in a handicap sign. That's what they'll do. Just park in a handicap sign. But that's their world. I mean, who else would deliver food now? Because they'll do it for cheap, dirt cheap. So $5 to them goes a long way. They live in like 20 people per room or something, or some of them just live in their car.
Terrible.
Yeah, but they say that their life is better here. So
There's been a lot of that, like people from Venezuela moving here.
Yeah.
Everywhere else.
I mean, they risk their life to get here. I give them that, but damn, we should close the border already or something. You know, like
I know.
like slow it down or something.
Slow it down is right, or mandate it.
Yeah, mandate something, like give them their own city in freaking Montana, you know, like next to buildings or something. Like, just give them their Venezuela city and let them deal with that, you know. Like they could grow crops or whatever, like, you know.
I think some of them are good people too.
Yeah, they are.
Just got a bad situation there, and then others I think are really not good people.
Yeah, exactly, right?
A little bit of both.
So you get, but we probably get more of the majority bad people because they have nothing to lose.
That's exactly right.
And they have all to gain when they get to America, right? It's like gold to them. You know, they could go to any car and just steal some hubcaps and make a living off of that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, just by stealing their wheels.
Yep.
Or what do you call...
Same thing applies, like you said, no one's going to do anything about it. They're not going to end up in jail.
Yeah. And it costs money to deport them,
Yep.
you know? And so it's like... If nobody's going to bail them out when they're in jail, and then, you know, the jail system is a little business themselves, you know? They want that bail money. In and out, you know? They don't want just Venezuela jail, and then what are we going to do? We're going to have to feed them?
Yeah, the guy who gave me a ride to the airport, he was from Venezuela, and he was telling me about that whole situation.
Oh,
he said they've been sending a bunch of criminals over here and trying to get rid of all these bad people that they have, and he said it's scary.
Yeah, because their government, or whatever you want to call them, it's helping the criminals to, hey,
get them out of there.
You know, so they probably give them, like, you know, a grand or so, you know, enough to, like.
Yep. Which is crazy. How do they get in? I guess they're going through the border in Mexico, or I don't know, man. Coming up on the beaches somewhere. I have no idea.
There's like a hole that was, you know, they advertise it on social media in
like a tunnel?
Yeah, like a hole in a wall, like a crack in a wall near California, you know, California, Arizona, and then, you know, they use the Underground Railroad system, you know, talk about, like, they have people that we're not supposed to know about that actually bus them to Denver, you know. But that's some of the hush stuff, you know. But
yeah, it's fucked up, man.
Yeah, especially when they're shipping out, when their government is giving them incentive to get the bad people money to just go to America. There's gold there. You can steal hubcaps and make a living.
Yeah, steal exhaust pipes.
Whatever, you know. Because we're you know, a pretty wealthy country, and we leave our valuables in our car, you know, stuff. It's like it's there for the taking. It's not that hard, but you know, only criminals will think of it that way. Oh, Americans, they leave their doors. Some of the places leave their doors open, you know. Not anymore, maybe, but.
Not anymore. So, you know, it used to be that way, maybe, but.
Yeah, it used to be. Like 1990s, 1980s, right?
All the homeless people, too, that's gotten out of control.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That, too. I mean, how long you been in Denver?
Oh, I was born here.
So you...
I've seen it all. Go to shit.
You saw it go to shit from the start.
Yeah.
And that's sad because I was here in 07, so about 17 years.
Yeah.
So it was like the beginning of going to shit, right?
Yeah, that was about the time it started getting crazy.
Yeah. So I'm one of the initial.
Yeah.
But you know, I came here to do good though. Yeah, I'm one of the good guys, I think.
Where'd you come from?
California.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't afford California, you know. So, but
yeah. Well, California's going to shit too.
Yeah, got to shit. But I was in California after the army. I was paying rent in California for like $1,400 for a piece of shit, you know.
Yeah.
I came over here. I got an apartment about the same size for like $800 in 07. So I'm saving $600 a month. That's what I told myself. I got married in California. I told my wife, we're gonna start something. We gotta start somewhere where it's affordable. And we chose Denver.
Yeah, not so much anymore, huh?
Yeah, but at least we bought property.
Yeah.
So, you know, take the good and the bad, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. So we bought our house in 2011.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, I bought mine in 2010.
Yeah.
So we bought it in a good time.
Time to buy a house.
Yeah. So we kind of, you know, made our mark before it went all to shit.
Yep.
And now at least we have something to live for, you know. Like,
Where's your house?
It's by Federal Heights by Waterworld.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a nice location.
Yeah, I like it over there.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty, but the property value it's pretty good because it's near the city. It only takes me like 7 minutes to get to downtown.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So, but you know, we just got a small little lot, but since we're next to or near downtown, the value would never like plummet. You know, it'll just keep growing from there. But I think anywhere around Denver it's just growing. It's never going to go down. You know, like it's gonna stable or.
I don't think it's gonna go down anytime soon.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, so. In Denver, it's continued to grow. It's not stopping.
Yeah, it's been nuts.
Yeah, we can't even make houses for the people moving in. You know, we can't even make enough or build enough houses for all the newcomers.
What's crazy to me is how expensive the new houses are, and they're still like huge demand.
Yeah, remember the Christopher Watts house?
Which one?
Christopher Watts, the guy who killed his family or something like that.
Oh, like up north?
Yeah, in Frederick.
Yeah.
So when the house was vacant because of the murder and stuff, it was about $450, right? But nobody would buy it at that time, or for some reason. But it kept going up because time, you know, the value of the house just kept growing.
Yeah.
But nobody would still buy it, and then somebody bought it for like $700,000.
I wouldn't want to live in that house either, man.
Yeah, but somebody actually bought it for $700,000. They say that was a really good deal. But that house was pretty big, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So even when something bad happened to that house, somebody still want to live in there because it was cheap. Because they didn't have another option to buy, or you know, houses were scarce.
Yeah, man.
Limited option, right? Because there's only like what 100 houses for sale around the area, but there's 1,000 people, right? So somebody's gonna take it eventually, and somebody did.
Yeah, I forgot about that whole situation. It was terrible.
Yeah, the family that bought the house. The funny thing is, they bought it because they have 3 kids themselves, and the mother was kind of doing Facebook. Oh, I live in the Watts house. I bought it, you know, stuff like that. And she kind of looked up to that family. So a little local, you know.
Yeah.
And then last year, her husband abused her, like where to the point where he goes to prison, and then they got divorced, and then now they're divorced or something. They're selling the house.
The house has a curse, man.
Yeah, it's a curse, but in a way, it's like they bought the house. They have 2 daughters and a kid, a son, just like the Walks.
Yeah.
You know, like they try to like mimic. I don't know. It was so weird. You should check it out just because it's like what, you know. It's just.
Not hearing.
Yeah, it's so. Because when they bought the house, they bought it because, oh, we have 2 daughters and we have a son too. Like young, like their ages, you know, like they
were like.
So they're just like crazy about this family or something. So they bought the house because of this family, because they had 2 daughters and a kid their age. And then 2 years or 4 years later, the husband abused the wife. And then they got divorced, and he went to prison or something, and then now they gotta sell the house. Like, it's almost a mirror image.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Because, well, what Watts did was totally crazy. But the new husband, the new family, did the same thing, but he just didn't, you know, kill him or murder. He went to murder, but he went to. Enough. He abused enough where he went to prison twice or something. So that's one crazy story right there. And sometimes when I get around that area, like whether I'm delivering or driving somebody, dropping them off at Frederick, I'll pass by the house and just look at it like, okay, that's what. That house looks totally normal, but
yeah, there's some terrible shit that happened there.
Yeah, that's one crazy story.
Really crazy deal. Guy, I don't know, man. Hard to believe that people can do that.
Well, he had that girl.
Yeah, he had a.
And I guess her, whatever she's doing to him. It just made him wanted to delete his old life or something, you know?
Well, you can do that without killing everybody.
Exactly, you know, but I think it was the money too, right? You know, I guess it was about the money. Because, you know, if he get a divorce, he'll lose, you know, most of his assets. Then you gotta pay like child support, you know, all that stuff. So he was thinking, well, I'll be broke if I get a divorce, you know. And
is that guy still alive, or do they?
Yeah, he's in prison.
Or something?
He's in prison in like Wisconsin,
Oh, Wisconsin.
something like that. Some, you know, some Montana or somewhere in that area. He's in that prison. But when he was in that prison, he was getting emails from females. Like love letters. So you know how some of these crazy females are. They just love that violence or something. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. Do they do it for fame, or do they do it because they like that insane shit? You know, I don't know, man.
Yeah, makes it weird. Kind of weirds me out that anybody would be attracted to that or whatever. I don't know. There's just some crazy people in the world. There's no way around it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I've driven about over 10,000 passengers, and there's some passenger where I just zip it, you know.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this lady is crazy, dude.
Get out of your car.
That, but then I just want her to shut up, like, you know. Like,
you ever have anybody do anything, like get aggressive with you, or?
Mostly night shift.
Yeah.
But,
people.
so I don't do night shift, just for that fact. crazy. Well, I won't say crazy, but drunk people.
Yeah.
You could be totally cool person, but when they get wasted, oh, they turn to like I don't give a fuck type of attitude,
Yeah, yeah. There's plenty of that downtown.
Yeah.
People get
So
drunk just trying to get
try to get lost.
fights and shit.
Yeah, they try to get out of their element, and they go into this other. They go into to this other side of them that they don't really know, and they let it loose because they're drunk. That's their escape plan or something. But when they're sober, they go back to normal, like pretty cool people. It's just, I guess alcohol. That's what alcohol does to you. They just.
Oh yeah.
It transforms you. It transforms certain people into this monster or something. And then when they get sober, they what? I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
You ever drive this in autopilot? Does it have the full
Yeah.
autopilot?
You want to try it?
Sure. Doesn't scare you at all?
No, I that's why I bought this car for. But let me add in your address so you can pick it up. Navigate to 13758 West Asbury Circle. And once it routes.
It'll just.
Oh, it takes you that way.
That's all right.
Oh, really? You want to go that way?
Yeah, that's the way I always go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lyft, give me the. Okay. Go that way. And then it just drives itself.
Can you adjust like how close it gets to the car in front of you, or is that
Yeah,
all
so you could go chill mode, average mode, assertive mode,
set? Oh man.
and minimum lane change. So I usually go minimum lane change, but we could go assertive.
No, you're good.
You're good?
Just let it chill, yeah. I just want to see what it does.
Okay.
And it, like you don't have to touch the wheel or anything, huh?
No. You'll go straight to your home. But the thing is, double left. The hiccups are double left turns. Speed bumps, dips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't recognize any profile change in the road, huh?
Yeah, not yet. Maybe in the future, right? But
Yeah.
as of right now, it'll follow that blue line and stay in the lane, or maybe if the lane is too slow for some reason, it'll make it automatic adjustment.
Huh.
But it will not take this exit because it knows. It just knows. It's 20 years of 20 years of data.
Yeah, it's cool how it animates the other vehicles that are around you too.
Yeah.
Picks all that up. What about
55 speed sign, it picks up that and then it'll adjust it.
What does it do if like a fire truck comes up behind you?
That I haven't experienced that. Usually I just take over the wheel,
Yeah. But as far as you know, it doesn't recognize that.
I think it does. It's just that I don't want to take that chance because I don't want to be like, hey, I'm testing here, to the fireman.
Yeah, probably better just to.
Yeah, just take over, right? Because emergency is emergency. So yeah, it's doing its thing.
Wow.
But wait till it makes some turns and lane change. That's pretty cool. Or I can see. Oh, it's gonna make a lane change. Look. See, if it sees the car, it will not hit the car. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
so it technically sees all the cars because it has like 6 cameras or 7 cameras. Three up here. Let's see where it goes. Okay, it'll go straight. So it made that lane change to go 70. Two. Oh, I'll show you some camera. So 1 in the back, 2 on the side.
Oh, that's cool. You can pull that up anytime.
Yeah. So I usually pull this up so I can see the asshole drivers flying.
Yeah.
Because those are the people I'm scared about.
Me too, man. The rear end.
Yeah, because they're flying, they're swimming,
Yeah.
and they miscalculate. I see them. They hit the wall. You see the tire marks, and especially those teenagers. You know,
Yeah.
because most of them they're just invincible. Like how we were teenagers, we didn't give a fuck. You know, when we were teenagers, guys.
Yeah. I see so many rear end accidents. You know.
Yeah.
Like the most common. I think a lot of it's people looking at their phones.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so like if you fell asleep, what would it do? Like,
I think see this camera right here?
Yeah.
It's looking at me.
Okay.
So
So it's recognizing if you're not paying attention.
yeah, if I'm looking at the monitor, they probably think I'm watching a movie, and then the camera would say, "Hey, bro, touch the wheel, do something," you know, like pay attention, you know.
And is the AI driving? Is it like just standard with these, or do you have to pay for it, or what?
Okay, so I remember I did my extensive research 4 months. So I was thinking of buying like a new Tesla, but you know, the new Tesla will cost me 60 grand, right? Plus shipping, whatever. I think it's 60 grand total
Yeah.
for this model, but you know, newer, brand new. And then I canceled it. I canceled the order because the refresh is coming next year, right? So why would I buy something new that's old?
Yeah, like buying an iPhone right before.
Yeah, exactly. For almost the same price, right?
Yeah.
So I told myself, so I canceled it, and then I say, well, I guess I'm gonna have to wait a couple years, you know, because when the new model comes, it's gonna be a back order.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be back order for a couple years, even though it's coming out next year. So I thought about, okay, let me try some used cars, you know. I didn't want to buy used, but you know, I'm gonna buy used and see what happens. And then I was about to buy like some $20,000 cars, you know, used.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to take the risk, 20,000, you know. And then I found this car, this beauty. I found this beauty. It just popped up September 30th. So you know, 3 weeks ago, it popped up with the full self-driving.
Yeah. So you do have to pay for it.
You do have to pay for it, but it came with the car.
That's cool.
But the dealership probably didn't know because it was like a trade-in. So what does a dealership knows about, you know, stuff like this, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't mark it up because of full self-driving. They just, you know, say, oh, it's included for 25,000, you know.
What dealership did you go through?
It was the Mike Maroon in Boulder.
Okay.
You ever heard that place?
No.
Yeah, it's a GMC truck, I think. Mostly GMC truck. So I guess the person just got tired of the small car and wanted to upgrade to GMC, you know. And then I snatched this baby up right when they posted.
Are they hard to find? Like used Teslas?
Oh no. Oh no, everybody's trading it in now because you know everybody wants the new Tesla. So these are getting cheaper.
How much you pay for this one?
This one, 25,000.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, with the program, because the program, if you buy it separately, it costs 8,000. You know, that's what I'm saying, man. Like that's like half the cost of a car, $8,000.
Yeah.
So so this program came with it. But the dealership, they didn't know they weren't like big on, oh, it's just a program, but, you know, like extra couple thousand, fuck it. End of the month, let's just sell the car so we can meet our quota, you know, type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when I came in and just pretend I didn't, know much. Oh, I just saw this Tesla. I just want to buy it. I'll buy it right now. It's like.
I didn't realize these were like dealing for less. I thought they were like 40.
Maybe like 2 years ago, but when when Elon announced the refresh, it's doing all this by itself, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're not touching the brake or the
Nothing,
gas
right?
at all.
Maybe I might touch a tad of the gas just so I can keep up with the flow,
Yeah.
but not much of the gas, just to make sure that it doesn't hiccup. Because sometimes it'll try to stop if there's like objects on the road, and it might mistake some shadows for objects, so that's why I feather the gas, just in case when it slows down I'll it doesn't like stop or try to avoid the shadow, but yeah.
That's some wild technology that they were able to basically allow the use of that for driving now. It's crazy. It'll be awesome when every car has it, because then they'll never have another traffic jam.
It will, maybe in 10 years, it'll start to pick up some traction about because the robo-taxi are coming to market. And there's a cop there. I want to make sure I'm not waving my hands,
Yeah.
So.
Can you get a ticket for using this? It's legal to use it, right?
Yeah, because it's just like autopilot,
Yeah.
Like some cars have autopilot, so this is technically autopilot, right?
Yeah.
It's just that it could lane change and turn, like that. But I mean, the cops could give you a ticket for a lot of things, right? Hanging stuff on your mirror, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
A broken tail light, like what do you call license plate light.
Oh yeah.
They could give you a ticket for a broken license plate light.
Just an excuse to pull you over.
Yeah, they could give you a ticket for heavily tinted windows, right?
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. So yeah, the another thing about this full self-driving, it does like to stay on the left lane, and a lot of people want to go like 20 over, so usually I'll change it myself, like I'll say, let's just go to the middle lane. So I
You just turn that blinker on and it changes the lane for you?
yeah.
That's cool, dude.
Just so this guy can pass me and I'm not a left lane loser,
Yeah.
But I didn't disengage autopilot, right? I just told it just to move over, when I did my research to buy the Tesla, I went on Facebook and I went on Carfax. Those are the two I went to. But then there's also, if you want to play it safer, you could go to Carvana.
Yeah.
They have better, warranty.
What's that? Carvana? What is that?
Carvana? I don't know. I never bought from them, but it's like
I saw like off I-25. I saw one of those Carvana towers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You just like go over there and buy a car or what?
Yeah, that's it. You just go.
Fucking crazy. Like a vending machine for a car.
That's what it is. Isn't that crazy?
You don't even interact with anybody?
I don't think so, man. You just go on their website and then you look at the car you want and the details. So it's telling me to pay attention. You saw that?
Yeah. We got some weird times. Seeing how what's gonna happen in the next like 20 years, man. Things are really gonna get weird.
Are you excited for it, or are you
I don't know. I have a daughter. That's kind of worries me. I don't know.
I have a 15-year-old daughter too. So.
Yeah.
How old is your daughter?
She's 7.
7. So we gotta think about her future.
Yeah, that's the number one thing on my mind.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what occupation is going to be available in her lifetime, you know?
Yeah. Technology.
Because a lot of this technology stuff is replacing like nurses.
Yep.
It's replacing probably some doctors, you know?
Oh, for sure.
But
tons of jobs.
Yeah, tons of jobs. But here's what the professionals are saying. They're gonna probably introduce like what would you call that? Like free money kind of thing. Like they're trying to introduce giving money.
Like subsidies and stuff.
Yeah, like per year, like 50 grand per year per person or something like that. You know?
Yeah, what kind of world is that to live in?
I know, but what can you do?
You're right. That's probably what'll happen. Yeah, the AI is doing the work and generating income, and that just gets handed out to everybody. It's weird.
What can you do? You know, like the AI is just look at what happened to Detroit auto industry, right?
Yeah.
Remember, everybody in Detroit was kind of
like with all the robotic manufacturing, you're saying?
Yeah. It pretty much took everybody's job, right? Maybe a couple of supervisors, you know, but all the workers that were doing the screwdriver and putting the doors in, that's AI is doing that.
Yeah. I was just listening to a podcast on AI flying in here. You know, they're saying that you can replace, like, you can basically task AI with doing half of your life.
Yeah.
Making phone calls, paying bills, and interacting with people you don't want to interact with. It's scary.
Yeah, I was about to signal, but I'll let the robots signal. So I used to major in graphic design, right?
Yeah.
And AI took that job away from me, you know?
Oh yeah, that's gone.
It's gone, right? Website design,
Yeah.
graphic design, done.
I've been playing with that Meta AI. Like, you could do shit on there in 10 seconds that would have taken, like, you know, hours
Yeah.
to do on Photoshop.
Photoshop. Oh, so you know a little bit about stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Writing.
Yeah, writing.
You don't need somebody sitting down and writing an article anymore. It's just all so scary.
This AI can create a story
Yeah.
from scratch. All you gotta do is give it the detail,
Yep.
some characters,
Tell it what to feed into it.
and go crazy AI, and AI would just make up something, you know, like. So let's see if it goes on this lane, right? You gotta go on this lane.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna touch the gas this time, just you know.
Let's see what happens.
So it'll probably speed up or slow down and find a spot. So this I'm not touching nothing, not even the gas pedal, but I'll have my foot near the brake just in case.
Yeah, it just stays perfectly at the speed limit, huh?
Yeah, I set it that way. You can set
yeah.
it. But let's see. It gotta get over here, right?
Yeah, but you got a little ways yet.
Little ways about. Yeah. So that's one thing I don't like about the AI. I can't set it where can you get to the lane earlier, you know?
Yeah, it makes you a little nervous.
Yeah, so it's gonna wait till like almost the last minute, then get to the lane, you know?
Yeah, let's see how it does.
But now it's gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So pick his spot, and now it's going. It gotta go another one, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you saw it slow down a little bit.
Yep.
So it's hesitating, like, oh shit, what should I do? Let me figure this out. And it slows down, right? It didn't know if this car is gonna go slower or fast. That's another thing. It identifies the car and identifies their. So it's gonna do its turn. It slows down for the turn, right? A little bit. So let's go 53, 54, and then
I bet it.
it slows down to 49.
Yeah.
Slows down for the turn, so sweet. What were you about to say?
I was gonna gonna say, I wonder if it'll, like, if it avoids, like, potholes and stuff. I doubt it.
No, that's where I had to step in. Like,
Stays right in the middle of the lane.
you'll stay right in the middle because
Yeah.
it doesn't. I mean,
I guess it'd be hard for it to really recognize.
it doesn't want to stop for everything, right? You know.
Right.
But yeah, potholes, speed bump, dips, it's not gonna stop for that. At least from the last 3 weeks I've been driving. So now I had to step on the speed gas because I'm a left lane loser, you know?
So you've been using this autopilot quite a bit?
Yeah, like every time I get a chance, I'll use it. But you know, some
people get freaked out if you don't do it.
Yeah, I'll ask them permission, or we'll talk about Tesla, and then I'll ask, oh, you want to try it? Hell no, I ain't trying that shit. You know, like, I say, okay, cool, you know, just thought you might want to.
I don't really hear of any, like too many problems that people are getting in accidents and stuff.
Right, with AI.
No,
At least, yeah. But the updates are getting better and better. Like
yeah.
3 years ago, it was glitchy. You know, like
yeah. Now they have just infinite number of data points.
Yeah.
From everybody using it. I'm sure it feeds all that back to their system.
Yeah. So last month was like their major like one of the not final, but one of their breaking point updates. Okay, we got it. We're gonna update it like early September, and bam! Everybody that was trying it for the last 3 years say, "This is the update. This is the update. They fixed the problem, you know."
Yep.
And that's when I bought the car. I bought the car a month after, because I was doing my research. And I say, "Oh shit, I gotta get the car.
Times now.
I gotta get the car." And I only want to buy the Tesla because of this. So when the car came with this, I got lucky, you know.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Well,
So far,
recognizes the stoplights and everything.
oh yeah. So you see, I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, I see the lights. Like,
When it turns green, it'll go, and then it'll scan the other cars. It'll scan this car and sees that car. But since we have a car in front of us, it locked into that car,
yeah,
you know?
it just tracks them.
Yeah, because it's not like you could go through them, you know?
Right.
So might as well follow them, use them as a guide, you know? So when there's a double left lane and there's a car in front of me, it'll track the first car and go smoothly. But if there's no car and there's a double left lane, then it'll get glitchy, you know?
Yeah, going through the intersection, right?
Yeah, because it doesn't know which lane to go to.
Right.
There's like 4 lanes you're turning to.
There's no guide.
Yeah, there's no guide. But since we have a guide, you just guide, you know. So far, I hardly even touched the wheel. Maybe step on the gas a little bit and change the lane change because we're going too slow on the fast lane, you know. But other than that,
Pretty flawless.
I don't think I disengaged once. Yeah. And it drives probably better than 90% of the people so far, right?
Well, that's the other thing.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. People suck at driving. Man.
Yeah. It drives better than me, you know? And I drive for a living since, the army days and stuff.
What'd you do in the army?
I was like a forklift driver. Forklift driver, truck driver. I did a lot of warehouse stuff. So I was supplying like ammunition, food to the infantry.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing, back and forth driving. Have the infantry unload because that's their job, you know, like grunt work. And then sometimes I'll help the infantry out with my forklift if I have nothing to do. I'm just strolling with the forklift, you know, like the big ass forklift. And then they might have some concertina wire or something, some wood that they have to carry, like, and they'll be like, I'll be like, hey, you want me to help you out here? And
You're working on like a shipping dock or something, or what?
yeah, shipping dock, but more like you know how the big trucks, the 18-wheelers, they go to like a warehouse in Walmart or something, and then they'll back up. Yeah, that's the type of warehouse I work in.
Where was that?
Oh, it was in Colorado, Fort Carson, and then Fort Wainwright, Alaska.
Right on.
Yeah, so.
Alaska.
But those were the days. It was great times. All the infantry guys they're loving it, you know, because I was helping them out, and I had nothing to do, and you know, I always like to like, hey, you scratch my back, I scratch your back type of guy, you know, because you never know, I might need their help.
Oh yeah, favors.
Yeah, favors, and I had this forklift. Was what, you know. It recognized people too.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I was just gonna ask if it'll see this person.
Yeah, it sees dogs and cats, but no squirrels. So let's see what happened. Oh well, it'll just follow this.
That seems like it's picking them up.
Yeah, as long as it as long as the screen can pick it up, it'll know what to do. You know, it'll pick up the stop sign, 30.
Flawless.
Almost, right? Almost. Look at that. It will just turn. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, it says we have enough. We have enough cushion to turn.
Right. Perfect.
Here we are. Look, right.
Well, hey, thanks, man. Thanks for showing me the
no problem.
cool stuff with the car too.
The future is here, you know, and I'm glad you let me use it because I didn't have to drive too much.
Yeah, made it for an interesting ride.
This one is the top button and then push the door out at the same time. Yeah.
All right, hey man, be safe out there.
All right, you got something in the trunk, right?